This is the Game Changers Experience. Deep dive conversations with leading business disruptors, Olympic athletes, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and influencers from around the world. This show will teach you insights about the winning principles in mindset, productivity, marketing, branding, entrepreneurship, business strategy, and more. Hosted by Productivity Authority, business strategist, former elite athlete, author, and public speaker, Adam Strong.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Business Accelerator. Myself, Adam Strong. Looking forward to today's conversations. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, if you're listening to this. If you're listening to me live, use the hashtag live, and you can do that. I would just put up a little link here. Use the hashtag replay. If you are listening to me live, do me a favor, PLC, post, like, comment, share the love. If you feel like I'm pouring into your glass and giving you some great value, then do me a favor. I'd love to know from you. If you're listening to this on the podcast, of course, if we're going to put all the show notes below and any links that I mention as well throughout today's show. So today we're talking a little bit about this topic around overcoming negativity. Is again through a recent interaction with one of my students, one of my coaching students, and she said to me, she's like, you know, and she runs a really successful business. She's got a small team and things like that. And she said to me, she says, I feel like something's holding me back. I'm getting bombarded from clients and customers saying that they don't want to invest or they don't want to, they don't want to work on it. They want to hold certain projects because they're worried that a so-called recession is looming. And so like their survival mechanism is kicking in, right? So here's the reality, okay? And I want to kind of put some home truths here, okay? This is like super important. Yes, the environment is tough. There's no doubt about it. The environment is as tough as you make it out to be. But I wanted to use this particular episode, to share about how you can overcome negativity, but more importantly, how you can get back on the rails so that you can get back into growth. Because one of the, I wouldn't say taboos, but kind of more of the misperception of if the world or the economy or your industry is going through a change, right, which is causing uncertainty in the market. Look at COVID, for example, right, causing massive uncertainty. We're actually just it's basically another recycle from that. So we're just regurgitating, we're just reliving that experience, and that experience only was less than 2 years ago. So if you are one of those leaders and you're one of those business entrepreneurs where you're thinking, oh, you know, there's a recession, no one's going to do business with me, et cetera, you have that mindset, then you are going to attract it in your life. There's no doubt about it, right? And so, you know, the power of the universe, and it sounds woo-woo, but you attract what you essentially put out there effectively, okay? And you know, we're not stupid. Human beings aren't stupid. Your clients, your customers, your audience, they're not stupid. If there's a disconnect between what you're saying and like and how you're emitting your energy out there, there's going to be a real disconnect, and so there's going to be a misalignment, and then it's just not going to happen, right? So one of the misperceptions, and I want to quickly clear this up, right? One of the misperceptions of if you have those feelings of negativity of whatever it might be, recession or whatever it is that's looming, and you're allowing that to get to you, getting to your mindset, getting into you, and you're starting to dwell and think about it, okay? What I was going to say to you is that the misperception is that if your business is doing well, okay, and you've done well over the last couple of years, congratulations, by the way, congratulations, because a lot of business haven't done so well in the last couple of years. But if you've been one of those people where you're thinking, oh, you know, I've done well in the last couple of years, something major is going to happen, you know, whether it be a recession or whatever it might be, okay, I'm going to hold off my growth plans. I'm going to hold off some of our projects. I'm going to hold off. And what you're doing is you're waiting for the environment, or you're waiting for conditions to get better. And I can tell you now, there are going to be a lot of entrepreneurs and leaders that have that negativity in their mindset, right? There's no doubt about it. But there are businesses out there that will thrive in a down market. And those are the ones that you need to learn and emulate from, okay? I'll repeat that again. There are industries and businesses that thrive in a down market, a recession, or whatever it might be, okay? They have survived and thrived. Those are the people that you need to look up to. So let me give you some tips about how to overcome negativity. And I think this is really, really super important. First of all, is I want you to focus on your energy, okay? So, and again, this goes back to your awareness, right? So awareness of you, okay? And so one of the ways in which I create awareness is just literally by journaling, right? How am I feeling today? You know, what energizes me? Okay, what doesn't energize me, right? What environments energize me? What people energize me? And to focus on what drives positive energy. Okay, so important, because if you feed, it's like anything. If you have a car and you put crap fuel or crap oil and everything that's about your car is not good, then it's not going to perform well. It's the same as you and your business. If you feed it negativity, okay, if you start feeding it fear, if you start feeding all of the bad stuff, then guess what? What do you think the byproduct of that is going to come out at the end of that? It's going to be a catastrophe, right? So we really want to think about that. The other thing I want you to think about is your focus. I want you to think about how is it that you can focus on what you're doing well in your business right now, okay? What is it that you're doing well in your business? What is it that you need to focus on right now? Not tunnel vision, but focus on right now, okay? And the other thing I was going to say to you, which is it's so underestimated, right? Because we all have fears and limiting beliefs in ourselves, is to write down a list of potential distractions that's inhibiting you from growing, for example, okay? Write down all the things that's distracting you. So if you look at your, I don't know, a typical 24-hour day, right? Go back to the habits that you are doing every day. Okay, when I say habits, like for example, is it that you read the newspaper every day? Is it the fact that you listen to the radio when you're commuting to work? I don't know. But what are the things, what are the daily activities that you're doing? What are the daily habits that you're doing that may be causing distractions? It may have served you well in the past, but it doesn't serve you well now. So I want you to think about that, right? Write down what a typical day looks like for you. What are some of the typical routines and habits that you have? And what are the things that's distracting you? What are the things that's holding you back? Is it that you've got a toxic employee that you need to deal with? Is it the fact, and by the way, I'm not a life coach. I just wanted to say that I'm no life coach. So if you say to me here in the comment section or in the podcast, right, oh, it's my wife or my spouse or my kids, I can't do anything for you. I just wanted to fully disclose that, right? But what I was going to say to you is you want to surround yourself with people that lift you up, okay? People that's going to inspire you, that's going to bring inspiration, that's going to bring you ideas, that's going to help you to become your happy self, right? I think it's so critically important because if we're happy within ourselves, we get the most out of ourselves. We become the best version of ourselves. And the best thing that you can do, and listen, we all have good days and bad days. I am no different. I am still human. I just wanted to point that out to you. This is the real me. But in all honesty, being the best version of yourself, what does it look like? What does it feel like? How can you be the best version of yourself? How can you focus on you? How can you focus on your business? How can you focus on adding value to people, helping people, and coming from a place of serve as a role model more than anything else is I believe critically important in how to serve and how to overcome negativity and stuff like that. So guys, listen, I hope this is kind of giving you some kind of ideas as such around how to overcome negativity. So just as a summary, really, number one is to focus on your energy. So focus on your environment, the people you hang around with, Look at your daily habits, look at your routines. What can you change? What may have served you in the past might not serve you now. If you don't listen to negativity, because it will start to eat at you at the back of you, and your inner critic will start to creep in, and it will be harder to control. And the last thing is to think about, like, some of the distractions that you have around you. Is that you're listening to the news or whatever it might be? What are the distractions that are not serving you very well now, and what can you do to eliminate that? So listen, I hope that this is kind of giving you some context. It'd be great to have, if you have any questions, use the PLC, so post, like, comment below. Share the love, of course. And as I mentioned to you guys that are listening in on the podcast, I will put all the show notes below. And we also have, just before we go, we also have an amazing new Telegram group, by the way. The link is below of this in the show description notes, of course. And every day I'm putting in tips and advice about business strategy, marketing, branding, and so forth. So make sure that you check out the Telegram group. So if you are looking for a trial group to lift you up, because guess what? It's a lonely world running a business. I don't care who you are. But I always find, from my perspective, is that it's always good to lean into like-minded people and to belong to a tribe, which is going to help and lift you up. So listen, enough from me. Hope you've enjoyed today, and hopefully we'll see you back here again on the Business Accelerator. If you're listening to me on YouTube and on LinkedIn, make sure you click on that bell notification and subscribe to the channel. All right, take care and have a good one. Fantastic day. See you soon. Cheers. Bye.